Welcome back to Is It Still Good, the channel where we watch older films and let you know if they still hold up. I am author Joe Vallen. I write metaphysical fiction. I'm on my third book. Am I an expert in film? No. I've just seen a lot of movies. It's one man's opinion. And the real knowledge of this channel is generally in the comment section. So feel free to participate in the discussion, share, comment on each other's stuff. I mean, that's really where you guys are learning from. This is just sort of my opinion on a rewatch. I found that a lot of movies that I really liked, I watch them again or I go to show them to somebody else later in life, and I don't enjoy them anymore. And this happens a lot. So that's the crux of what this channel's about. And we're going to get into a film that I really liked when it came out in 2000, Unbreakable, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. But first, let's run an ad for my books. And we're back. Unbreakable, PG-13, came out in the year 2000. It's considered a thriller mystery, runs 1 hour, 47 minutes, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Stars Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, Robin Wright, and Spencer Treat Clark. I believe that's the kid. And it really is about this guy who sort of comes to realize over time that his body may be different from those around him. He's never been sick. He's never been injured. He has an uncanny knack for knowing things, and he does crowd control and security, and he can kind of sense when people are carrying weapons and such. And over time, he sort of has to face the possibility that he could be superhuman. And all this is brought to light when he meets a suspicious gent. Samuel L. Jackson's character goes by Glass Man. He's sort of the direct opposite of David Dunn's character. He has very brittle bones. And the scenes where they show his bones breaking, especially as a child and such, really bothered me. I've had a lot of broken bones in my life, and man, that crap hurts. And I just felt every broken bone. It just, I wince every time, which is good. It's effective. Yeah, Glass has the pimpest car ever, I wrote. And it starts off kind of weird with David Dunn on a train hiding his wedding ring from his wife to hit on some chick and whatever. But there's a train wreck that David Dunn is on the train, and he is the only survivor, and that sort of kicks off the story. My favorite scene in the movie is the scene where he's like lifting. There's actually a deleted scene where he's in the college gym, and all the football players are kind of being loud, and he's trying to test how strong he is. But I really like the scene that made it to the theatrical cut, where he's hanging out with his kid in the basement, and the kid's like, well, how strong are you? And he's like, I don't know. So he just starts putting more and more weight on the flat press, and you know, at the end of it, he's got like all the weight that he owns and paint cans hanging off the end, and he lifts that, and the kid's kind of shocked. I really love that scene. The music is beautiful in that. This movie has a great score. It's directed very well. It moves at a slow, deliberate pace, but I really appreciate that. And concerning the trilogy, I really think they should have stopped here. I highly doubt Ding Dongs was, you know, he made this great movie, and then he wanted to wait 20 years, do like 7 other movies.
No.
Then he'd do the sequel, and then the year after the final movie in the trilogy. I highly doubt that. I believe this was like, the public really likes this movie, and we're like, hey man, make more, and he finally did, but it was after a bunch of stinkers. Now, concerning where the trilogy goes, this isn't really about that. This is just about Unbreakable. So if you take Unbreakable as a standalone film, I really love this movie. I think it's great. It's very realistic. I think Bruce Willis was on point. I like him understated. He was really good in this. Samuel L. was really good in this. Just a fantastic film. Okay, here's the number rating. Guys, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. If you want to hear further thoughts on this film, I'm going to put a longer form audio version podcast type of deal, maybe like a 10-15 minute on each film, and that'll be on Patreon. Also, shout out to Brian, our first patron. Thank you, bud. That's awesome. So it started. I'm going to put free PDF copies of my books on there. I'm going to put longer form podcasts on each review I do, because now we're in the new Wham Bammer format, 5 minutes and out. Speaking of which, I think I'm out, but we have Weird Science coming up. We have a bunch of other movies coming up. I did Great Expectations. I believe that's next. And what else? I just watched Rocky 2. I could probably do that one pretty easily. This is all in the works, but let me know in the comments what you want to see next. How do you feel about Unbreakable? When's the last time you saw it? And does it hold up for you? It certainly did for me. I thought this was outstanding. I really, really love this movie. It's a very chill movie. It's perfect if you have something else to do, kind of like, you know, with your hands, like you're kind of busy making something or doing something. This movie in the background is just perfection. That's my 2 cents. If you've never seen it before, you're really, really, really missing out. Great movie. I don't think you need to watch the other 2, but they're a novelty and they have some cool moments. I just really hate how everything ends, especially concerning David Dunn's character. That's all I'm going to say. I'll see you guys next time on Is It Still Good?